And I do believe that we have rotten politics, and I'm not using that as an exaggeration.
Hey everyone and welcome. In this video we look at a truly terrifying development in the USA presidential race. This is from the squad leader, the Fubad foursome, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, AOC for short. She's a congresswoman for the Democrat, 100% progressive, far left nutjob. So all the usual thing, hate America and everything it is while crying about America like you love it. Same old story. We get the same in it over here, don't we, about Labour. But let me say this, AOC, words are just words. It's your actions that tell the story. She was formerly known as well as, hey barmaid, my beer's got no head on it. Yep, she was a barmaid, which usually would give them some respect from me for making it from lowly beginnings. But this woman has the intelligence of a drunk newt and is usually a wealth of salt and fun. Well, she's decided, as they seem to be winning, to let the communist mask slip off and has decided she wants the Democrat to emulate the Soviet Great Purge. The article is titled, Keeping Tab. AOC suggests supporters make lists of social media posts from Trump sycophants to hold them to complicit. Let's look at the tweet, shall we? Is anyone archiving these Trump sycophants for when they try to downplay or deny their complicity in the future? I foresee decent probability of many deleted tweets, writing, photos in the future. Yep, you heard that right. A blacklist. To do what? I wonder. Now I had to look up what sycophant meant. I don't know if you do. You know what it means. If you don't, here it is. It's a self-seeking, servile, flatterer, fawning parasite, which tells me, in one sentence, she hates the opposite side of the argument, calling them parasite, and she's jealous of Trump's popularity, isn't she? Self-seeking, servile, flatterer. Self-seeking, servile, flatterer. Yep. She's jealous of Trump's popularity, and we all know Alexandria is a narcissist, isn't she? She's salty. Trump can bring 57,000 supporters, and her candidate could only muster 3.5 and a poodle, and that looks bored. Also, the parasite is a pot calling a kettle, in my opinion. She's the parasite. Not looking good, is it? Now, this is where I bring up where this same thing has happened before. Soviet Russia, and the Great Purge to be exact. Now, the Great Purge was a campaign of political repression in the Soviet Union that occurred from 1936 to 1938. It involved a large-scale repression of wealthy peasants, kulak, genocidal acts against ethnic minorities, a purge of the Communist Party, government officials and the Red Army leadership, widespread police surveillance, suspicion of saboteurs, counter-revolutionaries, imprisonment and arbitrary executions. Historians estimate the total number of deaths due to Stalinist repression in 1937 and to 38, so just in 1 year, to be between 680,000 to 1.2 million deaths. Now, the list was signed for the Great Purge by Stalin, Molotov, Kaganovich, Voroshilov, Mikoyan and Chuba. So you can see why I'm disgusted by AOC and her Democrats' attempt to what? Start the American repression? Do a purge? Send the mob? Gulag them? Attack them? This is mass doxing, isn't it? How is doxing not a hate crime? I'd actually argue it's attempted murder by proxy. But hey ho, of course the tweet's up still, not been taken down or anything, because obviously it's allowed from the left, so there's no warning from Twitter, no police visit, rule for thee but not for me. Insanity. What makes it worse is, are you ready for this? There is actually a list of Trump supporters called the Trump Accountability Project, and it's targeting, are you ready? Those who elect him, those who staffed his government, those who funded him. So the majority of the country. And our media praise these swamp dwellers. Now, what's my opinion on this? I think she and the Dems are crazy. Because they're losing, to be honest. I'm not talking about the election. I have no idea what's going to happen there. It's up and down, all over the place, and I don't think it's going to be resolved anytime soon, to be honest. What I'm talking about is overall. Look at the following that Trump mustered. The left in general are losing ground, in my opinion, and support with each passing day. And we, the sane law-abiding citizens, are the majority. Don't forget that, everyone. In regards to AOC, we all know that she intends what she intends with a blacklist, don't we? So I'm still hoping Trump wins. But let me say this, AOC. Americans will not sit idly by while you compile lists on them and their families and try to do anything to either. I'm warning you not to do this, Democrats. It's a bad idea. It will make civil war certain. See what I mean? It's absolutely ridiculous, isn't it? But let me know, everyone. I'd like to know your opinion. Do you think she's gone insane? Do you think she's let the mask slip of a communist route? Let's not forget she went through university, so she's probably a trained Marxist like all the rest. And it does seem to be that they want to go down the same route, does it not? So if you're listening, any Americans, this is something you need to be very, very worried about and fight back against this. And I'm not talking about violence in the streets. I mean, make sure that this never, ever gets any backing whatsoever, because if it does, Soviet Union in America. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit the like, comment, subscribe, hit the the bell icon, share it out, everyone, and I'll see you on the next one.